Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Parkitect. Do I sound like a broken man? Because today I feel like a broken man. Oh, look at the Ferris wheel's broken as well. Look, this looks like a fun ride. So this is about the fourth time I've tried to record Parkitect today, but for some reason my recording software just stops recording after a minute or two, and I don't notice because all I know is there's a little tiny dot in the corner that you can't see. I've done every single update I could possibly find. I've cleared out caches. I've got rid of stuff off drives. I've done full virus checks and everything. And hopefully, I've sorted it. I also had the blue screen of death at one point, which I think is a separate matter. Anyway, I've just lost recording like 3 or 4 times. So, fortunately, this episode was going to be the next part of the Western Roundup, but I've completed it because I sat and recorded a video and talked to myself, basically. So I thought I'd do a quick overview of what we did that you weren't here for. We started off with a log flume. And I was really happy with this as well. We've got like nice little bits of scenery going. So I can imagine going in here and there's sort of mining animatronics and stuff like that. And then we come up to a pretty intense first drop. Wanted to get some real good sort of interaction with the mine train that we've got here. So the second drop here sort of is affected by the mine train, and then we've got a bit of interaction here where it comes over this final bit. So I was really happy with that. It's a good station as well. Then we researched a couple of thrill rides. We got this one in the Gravitron. I think we renamed it the Hurricane. There we go. And then a little place for some food and stuff. Wasn't too worried about getting the haulers over. And then finally we did this one. I was really happy with this because this is a Gravitron. But to be honest with you, I could not find a way to make this thing look westerny at all. I had played around with the idea of doing like an alien versus cowboy type thing, so it looks like a spaceship, let's be honest. In the end, I came up with the idea of doing a thing here with a barn with a plane sticking in it, and we called it the Barnstormer. I think it kind of fits the theme, but it's all indoors. And then we relocated the Ferris wheel and threw down a wooden coaster. This is just a blueprint. This, you didn't really miss much here, and that's what we did to get finished, and we're finished. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is let's come out of here, go to the menu, quit. Yes, there we go. The next one is called Coral Island. I did start it very briefly in one of the attempts at the last episode, but I literally just kind of went in and had a little look around, so we haven't really missed much. It's a really cute one though. This one, it's built in like a sort of plateau area here of an area. It's very sweet, and there's a little tunnel that goes from here, which is where I think there's guests spawning here. I don't think they actually have boats coming in or whatever. But first of all, let's pause the game. We've got 28 grand, loads of money this time, but we need to have an overall park rating of 70%, sell at least 800 tickets. If we sell 400 tickets, we get a little bonus, I think. Let's have a look. We unlock a steel coaster at 400 tickets, so that's pretty much going to be the aim of this one then, is to get to 400 tickets so that we can unlock a steel coaster. Happy to leave that path there. Going to throw a ride down straight away. The best ride that I could find was the Swinger, because I really wanted something to really sit at the end of this little path, alright? So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have the entrance there. This is basically what I did when I was talking to myself before. So we'll make this $4, because I think it's worth $4. Okay, so I want this one, but I'm going to go. I decided as well, there's another thing I decided while I was talking to myself, that we're going to go for kind of like a very overgrown jungly type theme here. I think it'll work quite well with what we've got going on. So I think are we going to do sand path, or are we going to do I think we're going to do, yeah, we'll do the concrete. We'll do this thin concrete for a change, because we had sand last time a lot, didn't we? Okay, that's fine. Detail-wise, I'm not sure really. Do we have the jungle stuff available? It's fantasy. Fantasy's not research, but it can be researched. Okay, so fantasy's the one with like the big trees and stuff, but we'll see how we get on without it, first of all. So let's have a look at the fences. I think in fantasy, because they had that quite cool like overgrown fence, but there's probably other ones that kind of fit a jungly theme, I'm sure. Although none of them are particularly jumping out at me. Probably that one. Is that quite a high one, is it? I think that could work, you know. I know it is a high fence, but I think we could make it work. Let's drag it all around here. Okay. Pavilion. There's going to be lots of this kind of stuff on this one, okay? To make it really sort of look a bit... There we go. To make it look really sort of overgrown and stuff. So let's have a look at the tree situation. We've got... Where's that big willow tree? I think that'll look really good. Oh, that sequoia tree might look nice if we take the weird blue colour out of it, though. That looks a bit funky. Make it just a bit more sort of like generic jungle tree. I think that's the way to go with it, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Okay, good. And then the willow tree as well, I think will look really good. So we'll get those in. So one there. Lots of overgrowth, and gotta watch the actual wave swinger itself doesn't get stuck. Okay, color wise here, then let's knuckle these up into a green. That's quite nice actually. This one. There. This one is kind of already in the green actually. Okay. Remember folks, if I miss anything here, it's I am colourblind, I don't do great with colours. There we go, that's like a jungly. I like this, jungle. Okay, jungle fever. So, that's that ride. Let's start with a couple more before we really open it up. Let's do a path out either side of this. Okay. Up to here. In fact, we'll take it right around the back of this. Like that. And we'll keep that too wide because that'll give us a bit more scope for stuff in the future. Yeah, okay, good. Okay. And then we're going to have no main street or anything like that. It's going to be very open and funky. We have a lot of new rides this time. Not Enterprise, this is new. Let's get this down. See if we can make this work. 2 and 2. Yeah, so there actually. It'll work quite nicely there. Good stuff. Okay. Entrances. Let's do this and just have the queue right around the front. Let's make all these colours. This will be much. There we go. Like a nice forest green. That one. That one. Not too sure what I'm actually colouring in here. Oh, the actual main structure. Okay, there then. And this one, you're kind of where you need to be already. Actually, I tell you what, just for a bit of a variation, let's make you more of a. Ooh, no, that's a bit too bright. Maybe we'll leave you down like that. Okay, the lights. We'll bring these over into the greens. There we go. Okay. Good stuff. This should have music, I think, this one. We do have adventure. I think adventure is probably the way to go. That's probably the most jungly one there is. Q. Here. That almost works perfectly. In fact, it does work perfectly. One of those there. Yeah, okay. What about that? I wonder what the base of that makes it look like. Not great. What about that one? Red brick. No, it's a bit too organised. I mean, the options really are the sand one. I mean, the sand one looks okay, you know. It's just annoying that it has to be that square there. I mean, we could do that, I guess. In fact, we can colour it, right? So we can make it like a greeny colour. Would it be a green colour? No, it'd still be sort of like a sandy colour, but maybe not quite as intense as the one we had. There we go. That's better. Much more like a. Well, it's like a peachy colour now, I suppose. But I'm gonna run with it. Okay, cool. Right, there's an Enterprise and a Wave Swinger in. Let's do a bit of work to the front of this then, with our pavilions. Trying to keep the detailing light here so we get a bit done, you know. We will obviously do like proper... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It pops those ones up ever so slightly high without us doing something about it. There we go. And then, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, but you know what I'm like. Obsessed with these. There we go. As a simple queue for the Enterprise, and then let's get some sexy trees around it. Again, watching for where it's going to raise itself up here. I don't like these ones. Well, I do, but I don't think they go with these ones that I built. You can definitely tell that the game has had multiple art styles added onto it, you know. There we go. There we go. So we'll kind of replace these as we go. Well, I'm not too worried about them, to be honest. There we go. That's a couple of interesting rides. We should probably sort something on the other side. So what have we got? What else have we got that's new that we haven't done before? What about bumper cars? They look pretty good. I actually remember watching these get made on a live stream way back in one of the early alpha points. I do actually remember these getting made. There we go. Probably go $4 for the bumper cars. I don't think we increased the price on this one, did we? $4.50. We'll see how people feel about it. Okay. Queue then. So this time we'll bring the bumper car queue that way, and the exit queue this way, like that. Yeah, good. So I guess this roof is pretty intense. We can change it though. That's not too bad. It's the actual roof colours themselves. There we go. That's the one we wanted. There we go. That looks really quite good in green, actually. Okay. Deco. Again, I'm thinking we just throw some of these around it. Just to start off with, to kind of help flow the whole building together. I think actually what we might do is something a little different on the corners here. Here we go. Right. Is there a reason I've missed every other one? Yes. We're going to put this in. There we go. There and there and there. But here, I'm thinking actually we do some cool towers using old friends, the wood pieces that we used quite a lot last time. But I think here they're going to be useful for a kind of a different style of building actually, but like that. And then there was an arch piece as well. Yeah, somebody pointed out that these exist. I think that's pretty neat. There we go. This song, man. Somebody needs to learn to play the what's it called? Violin. Completely lost the track of the word violin there. Okay. And then these again, actually. Like, so these are going to be like proper explorer huts. That's kind of the feel I want to go for here. It's one of my favourite themes in theme parks, actually. Is the old like explorer hut, and it's one that I think always looks pretty good. You know, it's actually quite no, not quarter. I want a full one. All roof flat. There we go. We'll rub that wood colour. There you go. Good. Yeah, it's one of those ones that I always think looks pretty good. We've got like a pointy roof on here. There we go. Again, we'll rub that colour and just take the light out of it a little, so it looks a bit more like, not necessarily hay or straw, but definitely a lighter version of the colour. Okay. Fences. Can we get something like this. Is the height going to be right? Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? No, that's right. Yeah, look at that. There we go. And then just shift that down to get it back to the ground. There we go. And this can be the fence we have all around this ride to kind of keep that explorer vibe going. Okay, so let's go back to walls a second. We need one more wooden wall just in between the entrance and exit, I think. Just to neaten that bit up there. There, that's it. Yeah, that, I mean, it makes the archway a little bit funky, but I'm okay with it. And then roofs, it's going to be that one, but coloured that colour. There we go. And then we can raise you up. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so details. What do we have details-wise? It's going to be a whole load of... Oh, no, not details. Small stuff. There we go. We have got more this time. So what have we got this time? We've got... some medieval stuff. Oh, we've got the hay bales this time. So yeah, medievals is open. Bones, candles. Oh, great. Oh, the spooky stuff as well. Look, skeletons. Nice. Okay. Well, we want to keep it a little bit lighter than that. So we're going to go for some more traditional adventure-y type stuff. Just as a bit of detail up there, maybe a barrel in that one as well, and then the front here will have a couple of bits up against the edge here. Oh, maybe not clipping that much because the guests are pretty good at keeping towards the middle of the path, so you can get away with some stuff along the edges here. And it keeps them pretty happy. Coffins and skeletons are no good. Crates is what we want. There we go. There we go. And last thing we need then is that fence. Just to do this bit. Yeah, there we go. Actually, the whole ride's going to need that, isn't it? Because otherwise it's going to have this rubbishy one. There. And there. And... All right, okay. Now, last thing then, I wonder if there's any like vines. Yeah, there's this ivy here, but it's got a base on it. I was hoping for something like that one that's a bit more natural, that we can kind of have a few going up the walls here. Like that. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And then same on this side. I mean, it's very square, but I think it looks okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the jungle bumpers. I think we've just come up with the name of the ride as well. Actually, no. Let's call it Expedition. I have no idea how to spell expedition. Expedition Jeeps. The Expedition Jeeps. That's the most boring name for a ride I've ever... Right, Jungle Bumpers it is, because... Jungle... Bumpers. Nice. Jungle Bumpers. This is just called Wave Swing. Let's call that then Vine Swinger, not Wave Swinger. Let's call it the Vine Swinger. And this one, Enterprise, treetop spinner. There we go. I'm trying to think of, I don't know. Not very inventive when it comes to names of rides. There we go though. I'm happy with that. We've got a jungle ride stuff set up here now. So should we get the park open? Should we get some people in? We need toilets and whatever else, but I'm guessing they come from... I think they just come from in here. There must be like a spawning point in this building. There you go. Because I'm saying they don't come in off the actual ship itself. That's just a nice bit of flavour. This as well. Look at this lighthouse, right? this is all made from in-game parts. That's a cone shape. That's a flat disc. Those, I'm not too sure about those. Like columns and pillars around a dome, I guess. Again, what's not the border bit? The thing that's not border. The other one. Borders. Cornice. There we go. See, they've got cornice corner here, look. And they've just put 4 of them together. It's so good. I wonder if it's Silverette's work. I know Silverette did some... Oh my god, the music's going. Is that bumpers? Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, you're going to have to not be on. Rock and roll is probably a bit more jungle-y. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That one sounds ace. And there's no noise from that one. Okay, so let's do a little bit of park work. Which of these benches looks the best jungle-y? I mean, that's pretty good. That's like a bamboo one. Yeah, that's probably the one, isn't it? Just check the other options. That's a bit more sort of plain, yeah. And there's that one. Again, that's kind of plain, isn't it? Okay, and that one down there, is that a spooky one? Oh, it's made of bones, is that meant to be? Nice. So yeah, it's going to be the bamboo one, isn't it? So, there we go. Okay, let's have a little row of seating there then. And then a little opposite this ride as well. Like that. And then the same here, little row of seating here. And then again, opposite that ride there. Okay, so that's that. Trash. Again, let's have a look. That one is pretty like... That's the bamboo one, is it? Yeah. Okay, so that's the one. Can't put one there. Let's do them... actually, no, let's not do them there. Let's do them opposite there. I mean, I'm going to have 2 there just because it's going to be annoying not to be lined up. And then lamps, we have a bamboo one. So it's kind of got to be that one, hasn't it, really? So we'll do corners. Keep the corners lit. There we go. Edges here and here. Corners again. Opposites, the lights there. Corners again. There we go. Okay, and then I think the last thing we need then is a fence around this internal area. So let's find him again. Fences, there we go. So really, I mean, there's that wooden one. There's this trellisy one. What's that look like? That's pretty neat. There's that relatively plain but still wooden one. There's a higher trence. That's trellis and fence mixed together, that one. And there's bunting as well. Can the bunting go over the top of the... Right, there we go. Okay, so let's do that one first around everywhere. There we go. Oh, but... There we go. We actually want it... so it doesn't actually have a front and back. That's interesting, because the walls don't. But these ones do. Okay, so this is going to come all the way around here. Like that. To kind of keep people off the grass. We'll do some around the edge of the internal walls in a minute as well. But now, this bunting, look at this. Do this, but make it not so much flashy bunting and more like greens and maybe even like a off-white for one of them. Yeah, and then this one. Yeah, like an orange. Actually, that would look pretty good, I think. Get a bit of colour. We can't just do everything green. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. That's very... Well, it's not dead jungle-y, but I don't know why. I just feel like it fits. And it adds a bit of colour to the place. There we go. Awesome. Interior wall is this one. To there. That's it. Round the ride there. Make it look neat. Good. Okay, there we go. Right, early days then. What are people thinking of the place? Let's have a look. It's most likely going to be, I need the toilets. No thoughts. We need to have the park rate in there, though. We need to have the park rate in there, and we've got nothing to eat or drink. So what I'm thinking we do here, then, is rather than having just stuff on this street here, we go for more of like a food court type kind of space. So let's do something like this. Okay. Now, I do have... I bet they're not unlocked, but I do have picnic benches available. Where would they be? They'd be here, wouldn't they? Benches, yeah, but they're not. Yeah, they're not locked on. They're sorry, they are locked even on these kind of levels. So that's fine. So we're not going to worry about them. Instead, let's do a couple of shops. So let's do customizable shop 1, and we'll keep these like QSRs. Quick service restaurants, in case you're wondering. So we'll do one there, and that's it. Actually, we'll just have the 2, but then we'll also have a toilet there that we're going to have to sort out, and then we'll also get what about a vending machine? What do they look like? That's pretty... actually no, I'm going to get rid of that one because we're going to struggle to man that. Talking of which, where's the staff stuff coming in from? Just thought. Hide scenery. There's the delivery. So where does it go to? Oh, around the back here. So there's a tunnel. Where does that lead out? Nowhere? Underground. Oh, it just joins on there. Okay. And we also have a tunnel coming up to here randomly. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you what, probably the easiest thing to do then is to carry this tunnel. Let's do I've been toying around with this idea for so long, but let's try a depot or a depot there, and let's see if we can... Okay, so that's connected up to there. Alright, so now we can go to pathing and stick some staff pathing. We can come off the underground and we can come off the hidden scenery. So now we can do that and come all around the back here of oh, that's we'll fix that in a second. There, we want to come all around the back of these. We can fix the going down nature of... There we go. Boom. That wasn't awful, was it? Right. Okay. Oh no, we can't because there's the toilet. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that toilet. And we're gonna have to put... we were gonna get rid of that anyway, weren't we? Whoops. Oh my word. 3 clicks just to get rid of something. Okay, we'll do toilets elsewhere. Right, so we need to lock all of this in. So let's just pause the game for a second because they're not going to be happy about this. We'll turn decoration on. You can see that all of this path is awful because you can see stuff. Ugh. Okay, let's add that and that to there. This customizable shop is going to sell hot dogs. And this customizable shop is going to sell bubble tea, I guess. That's the only drink available. And there you go. Stuff's moved up here. Okay, cool. So let's just pop some basic walls down. How are we doing for time? 29 minutes. Okay, we'll race through this a little. In fact, let's just go and grab the one from over here. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. There we go, because that's the one we want. Okay. We need to cover up all of this. Like that. I need to cover up that. There we go. And we need to... really don't know why it's doing that. There we go. That's what we want to do. Okay. And here. And we'll do a weird thing here. And then we'll box this one in. Okay. Alright, so that's not too bad. And then we can put a door. And you'll see that's made all of this now actually quite good. They're quite happy about it. So we can turn that off now. And we can start making this place look nice. Alright, so again, nothing too fancy, I don't think. What about some raised path as a run there? Because I really quite enjoy doing that. I think that looks awesome. And it gives us a fence and floors and everything. Right, then we'll go to walls, but maybe just a... No, actually, no, we'll do a full wall here. Here. Okay. Then we'll come all the way around the back here. Oh, it's a theme song. There we go. And we'll leave those two low. Let's go and get our roof from over here. Whoops. There we go. That's already the right height and stuff for that one. That's good. Although this one's got to come up to here. And there. And then there should be one that fits in the middle of them. It's that one, isn't it? There we go. I thought you could pick the height of stuff. It doesn't seem to want to do that though. Okay. Okay. Near enough spot on. There we go. Now, details. Have we got any windows that don't look a bit too modern? See, that's the problem with this one, is it looks a bit too... Actually, it's not awful. It kind of looks like one of those, the really ostentatious thrown up things that they have, like when the Americans arrive or when the British arrive, and they put out these huge tents and everything that are a bit too over the top. It kind of reminds me of one of those. Windows. Then let's make this a light wood window. And we'll make the thing pretty much black. There we go. There we go. Oops. There's a hidden window somewhere there. We'll know it's there, but that's fine. Archways. No real archways. That's very suitable. That stone one's quite neat. Although it's kind of random. I just kind of want to have it there. Okay. Borders, we don't need anything like that now. Details we've done. Fences are all okay, although we could have... That's a bit high, isn't it? Let's get that nice one that we used before in. Like that. Yeah. And there as well. For a bit of planting. Gates, not too worried about that. Hanger pieces. No, we could have a hanger here though. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We want to get... oh, actually, that's a bit high. Let's drop these down a little. I think people will still fit under that. I hope they'll still fit under that. There we go. People are going to come in here. Where's our fences? We need a couple of curbs. So let's grab the colour from that. Like that, okay, and then there as well, and there. Okay. Fencing, a little bit of fencing here. Yeah, okay. And then we'll paint the floor sandy colour underneath this, so it all kind of ties in. Then we'll go to our benches, and let's keep it like this, okay. Like this, and then these kind of look like picnic benches. That's kind of what I was going for here. And there's a few underground there that people can use if they want to. Is it worth trying to do? There actually isn't a thin cube. See here, there's a round cylindrical one that's kind of perfect for round tables. What I was thinking was something like that. I suppose we could put that in. And I'm well aware that guests are going to clip through, but I'm kind of okay with it because I think it's going to add a lot. There we go. Back to pavilions. And this one here can become a nice green. Oh, yeah, that's it. And like a white, but again, it's been yellowed over years. There we go. There we go. So I'm pretty sure guests will walk through all that anyway, but that's a pretty sweet food area, if I do say so myself. Very jungly and kind of fits the theme and stuff. Let's get a bit of... let's have a look. Trees, no, topiary rocks, plants. Here we go, plants. Because... there we go. We need to kind of fill this area. It's a bit too small for full-on trees. But a couple of low-lying shrubs I think will actually work pretty well here. Like that. There we go. And maybe even getting some of these around here as well in the lower bits, just to kind of really get the sort of growed over. I was going to say then. That's fantastic English, Jonty. Some growed over plants. There we go. I like sort of grouping them up if I can. I think it looks better. There we go. Shrub. Not too worried about flowers. I think they look a bit better just plain grass. And also, if we're thinking anything about realism, it's much cheaper for just green. Green is cheap. That's what they say when it comes to foliage. Green is cheap. That looks like a pair of testicles. Good. That's exactly what I was going for. A little bit more shrubbery over here. And I'd say we're starting to come to the end of what we wanted. So, trees. I do want a couple more. I think I want some bobbly ones. Where's bobbly tree? Even though they're a bit odd. I kind of want to make them a bit darker than they are. Yes, there we go. Nice dark tree to really just kind of give a bit of height to the landscape. We get rid of that turtle. As cute as he is, it does not go with what we're trying to do here. And then we'll take some of these willows. Really just sort of fill them out. I don't want to go too bad around this side because, well, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know where we're going to end up yet. And I have just realised we still haven't got toilets in, but we've completely run out of time. So toilets are on the agenda for the next start of the episode. So there you go. Jungle theme. Without there being a jungle theme in the game, I actually think that's worked out quite nicely. Would love some feedback though, so please let me know in the comments what you think. If you have enjoyed the video, please give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're new here and you'd like to see lots more creative gaming for grown-ups, don't forget to click subscribe. Any thoughts, queries or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm @JontySparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.